clear with you. Next year is my national speech. And I have to start out by thanking all the women raising mine here today on this stage. It's an honor of you, my incredible, amazing units. If it wasn't for such your hard work, dedication, and commitment to helping other women, I wouldn't be on this stage. So thank you for putting us in the top 3 once again. I love you. To my incredible national, thank you for always dreaming so big and pouring belief into me that I can do it. I still love you so much. To my 7 new, beautiful first-line offspring sales directors. Tanya Hankshoe, Beth Allen, Donna Rappel, Tamara Chrysler. My legs are shaking because you all mean so much to me. And what an incredible journey we've had this year. Teresa Robinson, Danielle Blackwell, and Janae Butler. Thank you for making me such an incredible leader and growing me in my leadership. To my new beautiful second-line offspring, Lindsay Whittington, who's only been in the company 9 months. That deserves a big round of applause. Lindsay, I know you're sitting over here. I want to thank you for catching that vision early on at new consultant training and running with it, showing others you don't have to be in this company a long time to make it happen. To my first beautiful offspring, Carolyn Chesky, I love you. Thank you for sticking with me and believing in our dream. To my second offspring, Leslie Helen, and your beautiful daughter, Tessa, thank you for being the mother-daughter duo that got it done to be my first and second line. Okay, so I just want to share a little bit about me so you know who I am, and wow, God is so good. You see, I was blessed at 14 with a beautiful baby boy. Blessed again at 17 with a little baby girl, and then at 22 had my 3rd gorgeous baby. So very young, I was blessed with the gift of having children. To date, my highest education is only 9th grade. I don't stand up here proudly saying that, it's just a fact. But you know what I love about Mary Kay? It doesn't matter your education. It's okay I don't have a college degree. It's okay I only have a high school equivalence. It's okay, you know what? I make more money than most people do with PhDs. And I love this fact, this company gave me hope. You see, 10 years ago when I went to my very first skincare class, it was my girlfriend, my recruiter, my best friend, Dawn Kobe, her debut. I went kicking and screaming, I didn't wear makeup, I worked long hours, I was a single mom. And I said, I don't have time to go to your party. Isn't Mary Kay for old women with silver hair and drive pink cars? So I went anyways like a best friend does. I showed up a half hour late to this party. I came with 2 kids who were fighting and I said, I don't have time for a facial. I have to bake my ex-husband a birthday cake. I arrived and I sat down and I gave myself a facial. It was amazing. I fell in love with the product. But most importantly, I fell in love with the woman who planted a dream in my heart, Sarah Miller, my senior sales director. She gave me hope. She talked about how if you just learn to work this business, you can make unlimited income. So that's exactly what I did. I signed my beauty agreement that day. My best friend Dawn said, please don't sign up, wait to see how I do. I said, let's be 100% clear. It's not for you. I'm too cheap to pay you full price. I'm going to do it anyways. But you know what? I'd love to tell you I was a superstar at the starting gate. I wasn't. That box arrived on my doorstep and I was scared. I opened it up and said, what am I thinking? I'm crazy. I can't do Mary Kay. I worked too hard. I worked a 60-hour-a-week job. I never wore makeup, never sold anything before in my life. How can I possibly do this? And so I closed the box and I stuck it in the closet for 6 months. For 6 months, my sales director would ever so sweetly call me, send me postcards, and I ignored her the entire time. But then one day, which I really believe was from God, I was working hard. I went back to school to try to be a real estate appraiser, and I thought, this is my life. I can't believe this is my life. I ended up quitting school because I couldn't make it work. On the way home, I called my best friend Dawn and I said, I'm a failure. I failed at night, my marriage, I'm now divorced. I'm failing as a mommy because I never see my kids. I'm in huge credit card debt, I can't even pay my bills. It's Christmas time and I can't buy presents. What am I going to do? And she said, Jen, there's always Mary Kay. And I said, Dawn, will you please shut up about Mary Kay? And she says, I won't, because I believe in you and know you can do it. So that night I came home and I found a postcard in my mailbox that was from my sales director that said, we miss you, please come to new consultant training. So that's exactly what I did. I showed up that night on a Friday night for training, and I went in there and I was vision cast what you could do with this business. I was told that if you just work 3 parties a week and share this opportunity, you can go to the top. I left out of there scared, not knowing what to do, but I thought, I'm going to do this. I called up my recruiter and I said, why didn't you tell me we could make so much money? And she said, Jen, I've been trying to, but you wouldn't listen. I said, well, I'm going to be a sales director. I'm going to earn pink Cadillac, and I'm going to the top. And of course, she laughed at me, but she had every right to. But that was in December. You know what? I hit the ground running. I ended up doing a Power Star, got my red jacket, got right into DIQ, earned my free car, and earned my pink Cadillac all within 6 months of doing my first party. Job. I was hiring lawyers, not very exciting, but I worked downtown DC. It was great money and full benefits and, just wonderful, so I thought. But at the time when I was working this Mary Kay and my day job, I had always told my kids that when Mama becomes a sales director, she's going to quit her job. Well, I got scared. Remember that fear? Fear is false evidence appearing real. Well, I went ahead and I told my kids, Mommy's going to go part-time because my job approved that. And my little guy at the time was around 10. He looked up at me and he said, Mommy, that's not what you promised me. You told me we'd be home. And I said, it's okay, buddy, it's no big deal. I'll be home, a couple days a week. Well, that morning, I dropped my kids off at before school care like I always did. I'd drive to DC, I'd get into DC, it would take me about 2 hours from start to finish. I'd get my cup of coffee, which was my highlight of the day. I'd sit at my desk, I'd turn my computer on, and this morning there was something that changed my life. There was an email from my son's homeroom teacher, and it said, is everything okay at home? Ryan has his head down on his desk all morning, and he won't tell me what's wrong. And I knew what was wrong. Mama had lied. I said I was quitting. I called up my senior director, and I said, I need you to tell me one more time that I can do this. One more time. And she said words that changed my life. She said, fear and faith cannot live in the same house. Look what you did just working Mary Kay 15 hours a week. Can you imagine if you have 40? I walked in and resigned. And the best part was when I told my little guy Ryan that Mama had resigned from his job, he said, Mommy, does this mean I get to resign from daycare too? What's in your great starter kit, that pink box that's arrived on your doorstep. You just don't know. I had no idea 10 years ago when I signed my union agreement that was going to give me financial freedom to live in the whole world. I had no idea that was going to give me an amazing husband and a beautiful baby. I'm now remarried, I have a beautiful baby girl, Bella. She's 2, and yes, Mary Kay helped me. I had needed a little bit of help with fertility, and it cost $40,000 to get that gorgeous baby, but every time the vitro didn't work, and the doctor said, don't worry, it's another $12,000. I said, great, I can write that check. And what it gave me was that it gave me the courage to try once again. It gave me the heart to not give up. It gave me to keep going. My doctor said I have never worked with somebody who's so positive in their entire life that they're going to get pregnant. And I said, let's be clear, Mary Kay has taught me how to never give up, and you are getting me pregnant. So, fast forward a little bit. My husband is amazing. He's incredible. He's home with my beautiful baby girl taking care of me. He's been the wind beneath my wings and the greatest supporter. And he works in sales as well. And his job isn't always the greatest. And he's always said to me my entire career, I wish I had something I loved as much as you love with Mary Kay, that I could do too. And recently he's been going through just some changes in his company, and I had the privilege of going on his top trip. And you know what? They were negative. Everybody around was complaining and whining, nothing like my top trips. And I said, Eric, I don't want to hang with your friends anymore. This is not fun. But the beauty was, about a month ago, I said, you know what, Eric? It's time. It's time for you to resign and come home with me and partner with me and work in Mary Kay. I had no idea 10 years ago when I signed my beauty agreement that Mary Kay would allow me to retire my husband and give him the gifts. And you know, he's taught me so many great lessons. This is a lesson for you, too. Recently, he has decided he wanted to lose weight. So in January, we both went on this diet program and exercise program. And at first, we didn't do so well. But then all of a sudden, weight started dropping off of him. He looks like $1 million. And I mean, he's lost 75 pounds. And I said to him a few weeks ago, I said, you know what? It's not fair. You could just lose weight better than me. You're better than me. I can't do this. And you know what he said to me? He said, Jen, you're not 100% in. And I said, excuse me? I said, you know, sometimes you go to the gym, sometimes you work out. He says, I do it daily. It's a committed thing I do every single day. He has a little calendar on a refrigerator, like a goal poster. He checks off every day, eats healthy, every day he works out. He's got a picture of him back last year when he was 75 pounds heavier, and that's his goal poster so he doesn't go back to looking like that. And the reason I share this with you is I want to know, are you 100% in your business? You see, I wasn't 100% in on losing weight. I was on and off, and Mary Kay's no different. You know, how many of you all have gym memberships, right? Do you think it's the gym's fault you're not skinny? No, right? You know, how many of y'all try a diet, and one day you're good, the next day you're bad, right? Okay, is it the food's fault you're not skinny? No. So your Mary Kay business is no different. You know, we start, we stop, we start, we stop, right? Well, there's magic in momentum. There is no secret to this business. It's as easy as put it on, take it off, how does your face feel? Great, would you like to buy some? Awesome. Have you ever thought about doing this Mary Kay opportunity? But you have to be 100% in. I always say, you know what? If you needed a new kidney, or your loved one did, and I had the matching kidney, and I told you you had to go and become a sales director in the next 5 months and earn your free car, and I give you my kidney to save your life or your loved one's life, would you do it? Because the prize is crystal clear. No, Mary Kay is not life or death, but the choices that it can give you. And the one tip I want to share with you is that, you know what? God doesn't bless our business. He blesses our busyness. And he puts women in your path every single day. Last night in my room, I thought to myself, how many of my first line Oscar sales directors are from going out and meeting a new friend, more chatting? 5. 5 of my first lines. And I don't go out and just talk to people, but God puts women in your path every single day. I remember sitting in a Starbucks, and this beautiful woman behind me tapped me on the shoulder and said, excuse me, what time is it? I told her the time. I got up, I walked out of Starbucks, a little voice inside of me says, go back and talk to her. I turned around and said to her, excuse me, you're going to think I'm crazy, but you are so gorgeous, and I'm in Mary Kay, and we exchanged, I gave her my business cards. That's Tanya Handshoe. There was another time I had already done a gold medal, and it was in January, and I was tired, and my daughter and I had to go to the mall shopping, and I didn't want to go, and she's whining. I said, fine, let's go to the mall. We were hungry for food, so we stopped at Red Robin, and this beautiful woman with gorgeous eyes seated me, and I happened to say to her, oh my goodness, you're gorgeous. I would love for you to be a model in my portfolio. And she said, no, thank you. My sister works for Ford Modeling Agency. I said, well, that's a shame, because I'm with Mary Kay, and I'd love for you to be a model. She said, Mary Kay? She literally sat down in the booth next to me. And she said, I met someone on a cruise a while back, and she told me all about the marketing plan, and her number's disconnected, and I went online, and I don't know how to find Mary Kay. Can I give you money right now? I said, you can't give me money, but I'll send you an online agreement. I sent her an online agreement that night, not knowing whether she'd sign or she wouldn't. And that morning when I woke up, it said, "You have a brand new team member, Janae Butler." So, what I want to leave you with some departing word is that you absolutely can do it. Mary Kay gives women hope. It teaches them to dream, and it gives you the vehicle to change lives, including your own. You don't need a college degree. You don't need a lot of money. You just have to be willing to help others, be a great student, and work hard. Thank you all so much.